I would say of the many phases of Tonedeff, my favorite is probably the introspective.
Super hyper lyrical tone. I just love that. It's just, there's nothing like it.
The super lyrical version.
I'm a cross between comedic and the lyrical.
My favorite type of Tonedeff music, I gotta go with the comedy.
I think he could be a stand-up comedian and deliver perfectly.
It takes him a step beyond just being like somebody that's deep.
You can't help but love perverse tone.
Perverted.
Because he can sing too.
Yeah.
So if you could rap and sing, it's like, damn, like you're just hitting it from all angles.
It's like raunchy tone gives me all the quotables. it's kind of weird.
I'd say it's a combination of the comedic and the ass and pussy side. The storytelling.
When it comes to making rap music, introspective tone.
The deep, introspective kind of stuff, because that's what I connected with originally.
Most of my favorite Tonedeff songs are the more introspective.
Introspective is the version that touches me whenever I listen to his songs. Like, it makes me feel something.
Definitely the introspective, emo, musical, artsy Tonedeff, but I like all the Tonedeffs.
The fact that Tone can do so many things well, it's a testament to that I can choose a version of Tone.
He understands the different tones better than he did 10 years ago. That's where he's changed. He's like, the whole format of the way he's rolled out these EPs was about him understanding that. And like, let me show you the different definitions of myself as I understand them.
I want people to know and understand me. I feel like I am one of, if not the most misunderstood figure in underground rap music, period. I feel like nobody fucking understands what I'm trying to do, what I'm trying to say, who I am, where I came from. I mean, dude, I'm on like the best white rapper lists. I'm Cuban and Colombian, I'm on best white rapper lists. Like, that's how fucking disconnected my voice is from me.
Wait, before we go any further, you're gonna need to know a few things, so let me give you the bullet points on me. My name is Tony Rojas.
Fuck that, I'm Tonedeff to you.
It's actually Tonedeff. Half Cuban, half Colombian, but I don't speak Spanish. I wrote a song about it. I have 5 older sisters. I wrote a song about that, but we'll get to that later. I'm a welfare kid that grew up in Chicago and Miami. I know what I wanted to do since I was 5 years old.
I'm gonna be bigger than Walt Disney.
And my sister was like, oh, Tony, that's amazing. You can do it. I was like, yeah. Best comedy's always based on the truth.
Well, you might think this is hilarious, but I really don't think it is.
I fell in love with hip-hop and porn early. I started writing my own songs when I was 9, recording and performing at 12. I was in a kid rap group called RBM with my 3 best friends, Juan, Patrick, and other Tony. We would link up every Friday for rehearsal and write songs. Our very first show was in a skating rink called Hot Wheels. A minute into our set, some fuckhead threw a skate at somebody's head and nobody paid attention after that. Of course, 13-year-old me took it personally.
You know, now people that don't like us, what the hell, you gotta start off somewhere, right?
In junior high, we won 2,000 pairs of K-Swiss sneakers from Foot Locker for making a stay-in-school rap video. I was on cloud 9 until I saw a pair of K-Swiss in a garbage can. Bruh, they were free. We signed our very first deal with a company called Fluke Records in '91. They bought our parents out, we ate cake, they told us we were gonna go on tour with MC Hammer, and then, nothing. It was my first lesson in ghosting. In school, I obsessed over a chick for 7 years. She didn't care, but wrote a song about it. People get tattoos of those lyrics now. Oh, I was homecoming king, wrote a song about it. That was about '96. A couple years prior, some girl left a tape in my car. I couldn't stop playing it. Turns out it was Tori Amos' Under the Pink. Something drove me to teach myself how to play piano on a shitty Yamaha keyboard my parents put on layaway, and ever since then I've been committed to bringing the singer-songwriter approach into hip-hop. And then this happened.
At only 16 years old, my next finalist is the true definition of musical artist.
It was the biggest moment of my life. I tied for the grand prize with a guy named Delius. He joined a group called All for One. You know them. The prize was a couple grand in a meeting with a, quote, top Hollywood executive. Never got my meeting, but I did help the parents out with some bills. I also had 3 major labels reach out to me, but they wanted to change me, and it came through some manager chick I wasn't really fucking with. Arsenio was cool as fuck. He invited me and my dad to his dressing room and said, hey, if you ever need anything, call me. It was my second lesson in ghosting. The day I got back from school, my best friend Juan wanted to count how many brand new friends I had on our regular walk to the food truck. He counted 50. People I didn't even know asked me for money. I immediately knew I didn't like fame. Oh, and I wrote a song about it. I got really fed up, and in an interview with the Miami Herald, I told everybody that I was quitting rap and focusing on visual art. And that was it. Until my senior year, when I met a local radio DJ who had his own label with Major Distro. He got us a development deal at Warner Music. We recorded a bunch of stuff as RBM, and I was certain that this was all finally gonna happen. Then Warner fired our contact at the label, and we lost our deal. Then, I really did quit. Until I went to college and I met a short dude named Manifesto. He was kind of a stoner genius with dreads and platform boots who built his own synths out of paper clips and crackers. He let me do my laundry for free in his apartment, and we recorded my first solo project, the Monotone EP. I released it on Amazon.com independently, and that was the birth of my indie label, Q&5 Music. Right after college, I moved to New York in pursuit of the dream. I started battling. I won a bunch, made a name for myself, and I met these guys. And we would link up every Friday for rehearsals and write songs. I met a producer named Domingo. He worked with Big Pun, Fat Joe, Eminem. I put up my first 12-inch single, Ridiculous. Around the same time, I was posting battle videos and songs up on the internet, and I met these guys. I was in a group called Extended Fam with Pac FM, Substantial in Session. We put out a record called Happy Fuck You Songs. I'm the handsome one. We got a nice buzz going, but then we decided to regroup once we had all the solo albums out. That never happened. We started building a worldwide fan base online. A lot of people gave a shit for that. Started doing bigger and bigger shows, traveling more. My face started to appear in magazines. I was rocking radio shows, doing mixtapes. I made my first music video for Moving Right Out with Bunch Love, whose BFF Benji was Ellie Reed's right-hand man. That's him. He pitched me to LA. LA said, he's good, but he's not right for our stuff. Bummer, bro. I was on a song that launched the whole KRS-One Nelly beef that was the talk of the town. They mixed my verse out. I got married to a great chick who supported me from day one. Benji started his own indie label and invited me along, but I declined because Domingo was shopping me at the time. That became Roston Records. You might have heard of them. But I kept working. Everything was leading up to the release of my debut album, Archetype. I recorded live strings, played piano, sang like a motherfucker, put every penny I had into it. It was the sound of the future. Then nobody heard it. Bummer, bro. In 2006, I played Lollapalooza. Q&5 did our first national tour. I crowd surfed in Alaska, and still, nothing seemed to work. Oh, did I mention I was working a full-time job the whole time? At that point, I focused all my energy on the label, getting us in stores, getting my guys on MTV, touring the world with Cunnilingus, putting together the Q&5 mega shows. Then, people stopped buying music. Then streaming happened. And then I cracked. Then I lost my way. Then I lost my money. Then I got divorced. And then I stopped. And that was it. For real this time. And then I wrote some songs about it. And here we are. Okay, where were we?
You know, this is me as an artist. It's important for them to know me. And I think with this record, they're going to be able to learn about me, finally.